Hello, good people. Welcome to another interesting educative episode of Focus on Health. And today we'll be talking about kidney transplants, and we are joined by two very amazing gentlemen, Alex Karaoke, who is a recipient of a kidney coming from his cousin, who is Levis Karaoke. So they're just going to tell us about how the experience has been for them, and it is 8 months post-transplant. So thank you very much for joining us for these amazing interviews. So tell me about yourself, Alex.
I'm Alex Karaoke, alright. I was diagnosed with kidney failure in 2017 first time, and from then I was put on dialysis for a whole year until I got my transplant in 2018.
So what really went through you as you preparing to go for the transplant, and what were you seeing that made you that made it be necessary for you to have a transplant?
It was a very tough moment for myself and my family. I remember the first week I was in depression because I couldn't believe the doctor's news about my condition. And the only condition I had heard about was my father, who was diagnosed with kidney failure in 1999, and he died. So for me, I thought it was a death sentence. But I had a supportive family, supportive nurses who really encouraged me a lot to a point where I accepted myself as a transplant patient. And according to my kidney function, it had already reached a stage where they could not reverse, and the doctor advised me to go for a transplant. That's when we came about with our family. We spread the news that I needed a kidney, and luckily I got two willing kidney donors. One was Levis, and the other one was another lady who was my first cousin also, and that was it.
So I'll come back to you, but talking about Levis, it's not really an easy task for someone to come out and donate the kidney to someone, and this one now is a very close family to you. Tell me the experience that was going through your mind as you heard that your first cousin needed a kidney transplant.
First of all, I experienced a lot of criticism from friends, workmates. Because I remember that time I was acting. I used to do set book acts, and at that time I came to know that his critical was so severe, and I came to learn again that doing dialysis is not going to heal him, it's just helping him see tomorrow. So when I heard of this, I was actually, of course when you hear of this you cannot smile about it, so I thought about it very hard, and even without talking to anyone, I took myself to the hospital and I checked. I was done blood test and I found that my blood was O positive, same as his. And I talked to my mom, and it was very easy than I expected. I thought she would refuse because I'm the only son. She has no other child. She's single. So I thought it would be hard for her to accept, but she gave me that strength.
The impetus.
She urged me. It's the right thing to do because she loves him very much. She sees him as a son, and so she urged me to do this. So I was at work. I talked to my bosses, and they kind of criticized me not to do it because they were telling me if it is not your mother, if it is not your son or your wife or anything of that sort, there's no reason of doing this. They were telling me that after transplant, everything will be a failure. I will go as whole, but I will come back in a not different really kind of, not really full.
But what really made you to say that, I really need to do this for Alex?
First of all, you are very close. Since childhood, he is a senior actually. He's my senior, he's 25, I'm 22.
Wow.
Yeah, he's my senior.
What happened? He looks bigger than you.
Yeah.
Are you not eating well enough?
James from the mouth.
So, due to that closeness, I thought to myself, after I saw my blood test is O positive, the same as his, I saw why not help a brother? Because I knew it is something that many people cannot do, but I really needed to make a change.
So coming back to you, Alex, when you got two willing donors for the kidney transplant, how did that really make you feel?
I was really happy. I remember that day I came from dialysis and I was very exhausted, my pressure was very high. I had a severe headache, I was nauseated. And then when I entered home, I met my sisters, all of them were smiling, after sisters, who are younger than I am. And they told me, Alex, you have to be willing donors. The first thing I went to my bedroom and thank God, because I'd always pray for a transplant. I knew it was a good remedy. I needed to finish medication. I started to start my business. I was really happy. I really cried for almost 2 days, thanking God.
And then just tell me, will you just try to paint a picture for me? What are some of the things that really you did before going for the transplant, like pre-transplant? What really was expected of you?
No, the blood group.
Yeah, no. As a recipient, what really went through your mind now that I've had a willing donor and now I'm going to have a transplant?
First of all, I was really scared because he was the only child. I was really worried. I kept on thinking if things never went the way we wanted them to go, what would the mother say? I think, as you say, there was a lot of criticism, but I had so many friends who were done transplant. They really encouraged me. I had also a girlfriend who was a nurse. She was really by my side, and so I was in for it. I knew nothing wrong would happen. I was very positive about the issue.
So gathering from the conversation we're having, I realize that it's all about the support that you got. So talk to me about post-transplant. It has been 8 months, am I correct?
Yeah, it's been this month.
Yeah, 8 months having a new kidney. How is it?
It's very fantastic. First of all, my lifestyle has changed. I remember when I was in dialysis, I used to go twice a week for 4 hours. So you see, it's time consuming, first of all. Again, I used to have severe effects of dialysis, like nausea, and my pressure used to go up to 200, and sweating during the night, and swelling in my legs all the time. And it was really tiresome for me. Again, I had to discontinue medication because I was doing classes when I entered dialysis, and I had to discontinue my studies because of the issue. So I think I was really happy to.
So right now, that was immediately after you had, but right now, how you talked about how your life has changed. What are you doing differently that you were not able to do when you were before you had the transplant, and of course when you were going for dialysis?
I first of all, I've gone back to school, studying. I have no complaints, just taking my medicine.
Yes.
I've also started a business which I wanted to start before. It's a salon, barbershop and a spa. And also doing my hobbies that I wasn't able to do, like swimming, writing musicals. Yeah, things like that.
What about for you, Levis? You had so much fear when people were really, workmates were really discouraging you not to do this. But right now, what is the feeling? What can you tell somebody there who is maybe going through the same, who's being told, you know you should not do this, transplant and give out your kidney?
I remember after we went to hospital, because we were 2 of us, me and my cousin, and the doctor said they prefer males than females. But also a female can donate, but they prefer males from females. So I was all question marks. I've never done this. The criticism that I'm getting outside there, okay, it's actually making me tense. But I had one thing in mind, that I have accepted to donate for him, deep within my heart. So that criticism, those negative things that I was getting were making me have a lot of questions. Like, what will happen after? Are the things that they're telling me will happen, will they really happen? Will I be like the way they're saying I will be? But I thank God that we went through. And we did the transplant. We woke up from the theater, and life to me right now, I can say I'm back to normal. Nothing has bended or nothing has changed in me. The only thing that is changing in me is my attitude towards life. Like right now, any negativity that I get in life, I see a positivity in it. I see a way through it. Through this transplant, that is what I have experienced in life.
So just as we wrap up this first part of the interview, so tell me about what you can tell somebody out there who's maybe hopeless who's going through dialysis each and every week, and how straining it is, how much they use for financial and everything. What hope do you have for them outside there? You've gone through this, right?
Yeah.
And you've now come out stronger. Tell me about that.
First of all, the first thing is faith. Huh? See, when you lose faith, you lose your battle. So you need to keep your faith high. Even if you see people dying on the way, you know, when I was on dialysis, when I was dialyzing, you could see people passing on the machine, and I still had faith as in Job 15 verse 8 says, verse 18 talks about God tears and molds again. So I believe if you have faith, you will go where you want. Again, I believe the issue about money. You know, most of the people on dialysis, they fear being on transplant because of the high cost of medication after. So I believe God provides a way, and where there's a way, there's a will. Where there's will, there's a way.
What about for you? What can you say in regards to that, to somebody who's maybe who's not willing to really give out to help someone in need? What do you have to say?
To me, I will only give one advice. Stop worrying about what other people are seeing in you. Stop worrying about what people are saying. If you really feel it's the right thing to do to help a person, just help that person. Because the best thing you can do right now is to create impact in the hearts of the people you love and the people around you. That is the best thing that you can do.
And that is a very good way to really finish up the first part of the interview. The help you give out there, God will bless you abundantly. So don't touch that button. We'll be coming back after the break with more. We'll be talking to an expert to just shed light on this kidney transplant, what it is, and what are some of the risk factors, and of course, the importance of you personally coming out there to help person in need. Don't touch that dial. See you after the break.